Hello there, YouTube. How the hell are you? My name is Vac, and we're here today to play some Marvel Strike Force. So, welcome to Mortytown TV. Come on in, make yourself at home, get swifty.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
So, we've already gotten a lot of content knocked out this morning. I do apologize for that. I did a good bit of it off stream, but I was doing it at the same time as my alt and also handling some administrative matters for the Alliance. So please forgive me on that, but all you really missed was some autoplay rating and that kind of thing. So you'll be all right. You'll be okay. So we're gonna go ahead and I did spend my energy as well, which was a good bit this morning, but nothing exciting. Nothing too exciting. The exciting stuff is going to be all this X-23 blitzing that we're about to do. That is where things are going to get fun. At least for me, because I really want X-23. Especially now that we're hearing that Doc Ock is coming and X-Force is going to be the unlock for them. So probably right now X-Force is the only team I'm going to wail out on. Grab all these orbs. A few raid orbs. Just more stuff to pile into the inventory. Alright, I've already done purchases, so we're done with that. Those 3 supplies then are just our Ultimus orbs, which we're saving up because we're basically just buying orange gear orbs with those now. And it's not a great conversion rate, right? It's real slow. You're not getting a lot of gear, but I probably earn Ultimus shards faster than most, right? So because I get a lot of dupes. So hopefully it'll work out in our favor long term. So I tell you what we'll do. We'll do a quick rotation, and then we're going to go do Dark Dimension 3 because that is something we need to knock out this morning. And maybe that suits your fancy more than anything, and that's cool. So we're just going to roll through all of the teams that have a potential to possibly win an 8-3 attack, right? Like maybe this one. So this is our Guardian Nerva team. They're really their best, the best thing they have going on to get win a 5v5 is the fact that they can come right out of the gate like this, and if you focus fire, you can usually get a squishy off the board. Good morning, Mr. Ortiz. Nice to see you back at the stream, sir. So that puts us up on top of these guys 5-4, and then of course even if they do take somebody down, if it's not Minerva, we're going to bring them right back. So this gives us a good benefit in a 5v5. Makes this, even though this is kind of a dated team, it's kind of an early team for most people, it can still perform well in 8-3. Definitely want to blind the Hulk. And then since we have Black Widow on the, we just want to hit her while we got her there, but let's see what we can do here. These counter attacks aren't going to hurt us too bad. He's going to blow up on us soon, but hopefully the blind will take care of that. Start working these squishies if they don't stealth on us. Nope, nope. We need to get Crossbones down before he blows up then, which is not going to be too hard. A lot of energy regeneration on this team. Oh, didn't even have to res him. Brought himself back. Just so he could be a tripod for Rocket Raccoon. Technically, I guess it's a bipod. I don't know. Whatever. So yeah, we'll roll through this first rotation. First of many today. And then we will go do Dark Dimension 3. And then get a second and third rotation in, hopefully, before I have to go to work. Then there'll be a whole lot of blitzing off camera. It's going to be a blitzing kind of day. This is going to be one of those days where everybody's looking at me like, why is he looking at his phone all the time? But I want to push this score as high as I can get it. Because I need this character. I need 2 stars on this character, in fact. She's only at 5 red, 5 gold, and I need to get her to 7 if I can. It would be nice to get a 7 red star or a 7-star Doc Ock on the first pass, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Let's see if one of these guys can kill Johnny for me. And then we're going to clone that Captain Marvel, you better believe it. All right, and now that we have our own Captain Marvel, we really need to get on theirs, but Hulk's playing spoiler. There we go. There we go. Now we can peel off. Nobody's gonna heal Hulk up at this point, but Danvers does feed herself. I don't necessarily know if it's hard confirmation, but that's what's in the data mine. Or well, Doc Ock's in the data mine. I don't know. I'm going off what I'm hearing out of Tana and guys like that. In any case, I mean, it may very well end up being Young Avengers. Who knows? But I can't really confirm anything. I'm so frazzled and short on time. I hardly have time to read the blogs anymore. At this point, I'm playing 2 accounts. I'm running 2 alliances. I'm streaming twice a day. Like, I'm doing good to remember my name half the time. All right, so we want to just go right at Johnny. We're going to ability block Sue, excuse me, so that she cannot put barriers up. That's going to hurt. Now we need these heal blocks. We don't really need them, but still. Ouch, that hurt. I had a feeling that a Fantastic Four was going to be tough. This may not go our way. We're going to go ahead and strip this offense up off Johnny and try to turn manipulate. There's those barriers I was hoping to avoid. I was kind of hoping we could kill Sue. It's looking bad unless they focus. There we go. If they'll just focus their damage on Deadpool, we might be okay. Ugh, it's not looking good. No, we're gonna have to get the hell out of here. Not that one. Yeah, hopefully we can. I agree. I don't want nothing for my Morty Juniors but to see them grow. I like door number 2, even though Ronan's pretty good now. Still probably not as good as that Pun Fender team. Mr. Brunk, welcome back to the stream, sir. Glad to see you. Thanks for coming, David. So we're just doing some mass X23 blitzing this morning. We are going to take a break after this first rotation and do Dark Dimension 3. See how far we can push that. Sorry, my laundry is being very loud. I know this mic picks up anything in the house. All right, so let's yank these guys, put them together, get the blinds on them, so we can start our little wombo combo. And the trick with this team is you want to pick your targeting where you're hitting everybody. You want to hit that whole team at once. Even though these are all abilities that only hit adjacent targets, that's why you got Magneto here as much as anything. You know, the blinds are nice, but it's the positioning is the main thing. Go down, Cap. He's like, I could do this all day. All right, moving right along.
And that's the way the news goes.
No good options here. No good options. We'll just go with the mismatched Danvers team and see how we do. If we can knock Captain Marvel out of here pretty quick, we might do all right. That worked out okay. Well, Minerva is a fantastic character to get, especially early in the game, but she does really great for me now. And she is especially critical, David, because she is the key to unlocking Ultron. Minerva is the character that will make Dark Dimension 2 the easiest for you. She does all the damage, she does all the healing. All you need to do is carry in characters that will protect her and feed her energy, and you'll do well. You'll do well. I like to put Thanos on one side of her to tank and to feed her energy, because he gives energy to adjacent allies. And then I like to put Star-Lord on the other side of her for the same reason. He gives energy to adjacent allies. And then I want her to be using her ultimate as often as possible. And then you want to bring characters in that'll give her defense up and death proof and stuff like that. So Groot is a good character to take with them. And so are Shuri and even Nick Fury, characters like that. Yo-Yo is a good choice. That she wasn't really available when I came through. I'd probably lose Heimdall for I'd say, you can't take Thanos. I would probably still trade Yo-Yo in for Thanos, just for the energy generation. Although Yo-Yo will do a great job. Cutting everybody's damage in half is way more impactful there than just the standard taunt and tank. Because it's a lot harder for your general run-of-the-mill tanks to stand up to those Dark Dimension opponents. The squishies go down in one hit and the tanks go down in 3 to 5 hits. So it's difficult for them to do their job. Yo-Yo, of course, just cuts everybody's damage in half and does a pretty good job at it. All right, so this looks like maybe a possibility for our Supernatural as far as a win. Yeah, but the main thing is protect Minerva, feed Minerva. Feeding her is very important. You need to be giving her as much energy as possible. And the reason is that Minerva's ultimate does a flat 10% of the enemy's health, period, right? Not like everybody else's damage where this is our damage number, it's this flat damage number, it's only going to do, 30,000 or whatever, and it's modified by a percentage. She just does 10% of whatever the enemy's health is. And so while everyone else's damage gets less impactful when they go into Dark Dimension, because the enemies all have inflated health pools, so everybody else's damage stays the same and it becomes less impactful because there's more health that they have to chew up. Her damage gets way better because she does 10% of their health pool, and their health pool just blew up crazy. So she does more damage than all your DPS in there. You're going to find that Hela's going to go down really quick and she's not going to do much for you. And Minerva will out-damage her easily. Whereas in normal times outside of Dark Dimension, that would never happen. But inside Dark Dimension, that's how that goes. And not only does she do incredible damage with that ability, but she heals the whole team to full when she does it because she's draining all that health. So yeah, the best thing you can do is bring Minerva in there and feed her as much energy as possible. Try to get that ultimate off as often as you can, and that's what'll keep everybody alive. That's what'll do all the damage, and it's pretty effective. I've done it twice now, or well, 4 times now on 2 different accounts. Let's try to Winds of Watum that taunt away. Perfect. We don't really need any more health, but we'll just equalize that. We'll give deflects to everybody so we can stand up to this Hulk onslaught that's probably coming. Right there. Yep, there we go. No sweat. Even my squishies managed to stand up to that. And this is pretty much a team of all squishies outside of Ghost Rider. And that's pretty much the idea, is they kill somebody, Ghost Rider gets a big retaliatory shot, then Doctor Strange just reses them, and we keep going. So hello, if you're just joining us, come on in, chill out. Welcome to Mortytown TV. Get swifty.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
See Night Nurse, kill Night Nurse. Night Nurse is terrible in a 5v5, and this is pretty much like having a 5v4 already right off the bat. Did you see who Night Nurse saved there? Nobody. Well, that Night Nurse did him a lot of good. And that's why when you see Night Nurse, you fight Night Nurse. It's not a terrible mismatch team. But I don't want to go up against symbiotes either, so we'll try it. Oh, definitely worthless in PvP. Definitely. Any 5v5 situation. She was at one time the best raid healer but long ago. And power creep left her behind ages ago, a year and a half ago or better. As soon as Mantis was released, she was out of date, right? And Mantis was only the best healer for like 2 weeks, and then they released Minerva. And Minerva is still arguably the best. You could make a good case for Shuri. Also, you can make a good case for Scientist Supreme, especially in U7. So let's go ahead and go right at the healer and the, well, she's not really a healer here, but we're going to go right at Hawkeye so that we don't have to deal with a bunch of blinds. Although we probably, actually, we don't have to worry about that. We have a Rhino. This damage they're shelling out on us is a little concerning, but we'll see how we do. We still got our Vulture. We're about to lay in our taunt. Beautiful. Pumpkin bombs. Pumpkin bombs. So good. So good. All right. Sinister Six pulls it off. Don't even have a Doc Ock yet. I'm looking forward to seeing what they look like with one. Yeah, I don't even know why I still have Punisher. I don't know why I have Pun Fenders still in my top 10. They don't deserve to be there. And they really can't do much at 8-3. So we just move right past them. In fact, we'll fight them. There we go. Oh, I could have used an assist there, but I don't have a Miss Marvel. All right. Try to strip all this off Daredevil. She didn't strip nothing off of him. That kind of sucks. We want that defense up down. But we still got a good shot at this, and we can maybe strip it there. There we go. Should have probably held it for that taunt. That might have been a mistake. I don't think that, oh, no. Damn it. I was too slow there. That hurt a lot. That hurt a lot. Damn it, man. All right, that screwed us on points. Yeah, definitely no. It is getting to be about time to retire that brawler team. I should have bailed out of there earlier. That's on me. I got greedy. It's on me. Eesh. This is going south quick too. This is going south quick. Not enough DPS to get through that high red star Iron Fist, so we just move on. That was at 8-1. I was really hoping for that team to get a win there. maybe Fantastic Four will come through for me. That's the thing about AIM. They're a pretty good performing team, but they're a little spotty, right? If we'd got a res in there immediately, we'd have been fine. But it's all RNG. Oh, good Lord. I don't think I would. I mean, I would start with punt fenders if I were a new free-to-play player coming in right now. That would be my beginning team. But they're just okay. They're good at first, and then they fall off fast when you start getting into the meta. So, honestly, I think I would take them. I mean, I would take them where I took most characters. I would take them to right about level 60, gear tier 11, and stop. Right? And it might be forever before I'd raise them higher than that. The people who take them all the way to gear tier 12 or 13 are fucking up, to just be quite honest. I had this argument with friends back in the day. They were like, "Oh, this team is great," and I'm like, "No, that team was great, and now you're just loving on them because of basically sentiment. But they're not great once you get to the mid game, let alone the end game." Yeah, gear 10 would be fine. 9 would be okay, probably. Especially if you're not free to play. If you're really going to put some money into the game, I think the best way to do it, obviously, is spend energy. You can watch my wailing out on a video, or my wailing out on a budget video. But I do think that if you're going to buy characters to get yourself ahead early on, go for the meta teams, right? Get yourself an Asgard team if you can. And that will open you up to a Black Bolt, which will open you up to an Inhumans team, which will open you up to a Black Maw, which will open you up to a Black Order, which is the best team in the game right now. So, that'd be the way I'd go, particularly when it comes to arena metas, right? And arena metas pretty good. Okay, good. I'm glad you enjoyed the vid. The arena meta is pretty good to focus on because no other mode in the game gives you cores, right? I mean, that's basically just giving you money right back to you. So it's very important to be successful in arena. And that's certainly where when I put money in the game, that's where I put it. Let's see here. We got to pull out of this 8-1 hole. Can't be having this. I guess we go with these guys. Looks like door number 1's our best bit. Yeah, I got some baby whales in the Locos, that are like around 3 million total collection power now. And they're coming up quick, and their collection power hits a little harder than it sounds because, let's go right at Mordo, because their collection power is largely tied up in a good Inhumans team and a good Asgardian team and a good Black Order team. And so they're lower total collection power than a lot of guys in our alliance, yet they have more meta teams, right? So they perform well. Hate to waste this, but we got a 10-2 split here, so what are you going to do? We don't want to stealth just yet. Let's just go ahead and get these guys out of here. So I'm looking forward to seeing how far we get in Dark Dimension 3 today. I'm hoping we can get all the way to the end of that third node. That would be sweet. I don't know if we can, because that node is notoriously difficult. I mean, it took me forever to do it the first time around. The progress we've made on it so far has really been impressive. Let's see. Yep. I've been very happy with how a full Black Order does in there. They're not just an arena team, it seems like. They don't really, they get, once you get 8 or 9 turns in, it starts to get a little dicey because their stuff's not regenerating as fast as you'd like. And so a little bit of burst damage in the wrong place can bring the whole thing crashing down. If you lose Maw, if they just start focusing Maw, it can go badly. They did. They did. All right, let's see here. Plateau. Let's just start working these guys down and opening them up for Black Bolt. Definitely want to get her out of here before she comes back around on her what do you call it, ability, where she turns one of your guys against the others. Which if she turns Black Bolt on any of these people, they die. So we want to avoid that. There we go. So that puts us over 8 million, even though we screwed up, dropped down to 8-0. We're back to 8-3 now for the big boys. Look at this. A Deadpool Fenders, 7 red star, Gear Pure 15 Deadpool, 128K. Yeah, we'll go with them. I wish I could get Gear Tier 15 characters. Actually, I take that back. I really don't. I'm in no hurry for that. Right now, I'd just like to get a whole lot of Gear Tier 14 characters, and that's what I'm working on. All right, so we're going to bury her up before they do any further damage. We're going to, who do we ability block now? What's ability block? Iron Fist, he doesn't heal. Well, he's got his passive. We're still going to do it. Whatever. All right, let's just start laying some damage in. We're going to up everybody's turn Mars. We really want to chip health off of Luke more than anybody because he's going to be the one that's probably going to be able to live through all this barrage that's coming. He'll have the death proofs. He's got all the armor and the hit points. So we'll defense them everybody down to kind of negate that defense up that they have. And we'll come in here with War Machine, followed by our boy Sam on your left. And then finish it up with Tony Stark. And so now we just got some mop-up duty to do. Get out of here, Maddie. Nobody wants you here. All right. Good score, 110K. We're back up. We're back. We want to keep it where every fight's 100K at least. I think we can handle that. It's a big Thanos and a big Captain Marvel, but I think we can handle it with our X-Men. All right, let's see here. Let's give him nobody to play with except Phoenix. We'll start charging up Storm. Beautiful. That's it, Carol. That's it, Carol. Kill my Phoenix, please. All right. Now we can, let's see, it's a little premature, but we'll go ahead and throw that out there just to kill Danvers. And there we go. That's ballgame. X-Men, still one of the best teams in the game. Likely only going to get better with Beast. It seems like they are really invested in making sure that X-Men is one of the top teams. As soon as they started to fall off a little last time, what did they do? Bam, Cyclops. There you go. I mean, they weren't even that bad. They hadn't even really fallen off. And then S.H.I.E.L.D., they seemed pretty invested in S.H.I.E.L.D. as well. When S.H.I.E.L.D. started to fall out of the meta, they added Coulson. They're right back in it again. I wish that they did the same for Avengers. But instead, they've split the Avengers up. You know, Thor's on a Asgard team. And, you know, it's just, you know, Iron Man's on a power armor team. They've completely just decimated that Avengers team. Which is sad. All right, we're going to try this power armor. We'll try it. It's a tough team to take. We got a lot of sustain on this shield team. And besides, power armor, when played by the computer, does not play very well because they don't reserve their attacks until they get the offense ups. They just blow them as soon as they get them. So we're going to go right at Sam, and we're definitely going to put some defense ups on everybody because they're going to start using their big hitters immediately. Like so. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're out of here. Didn't work out. Morning, Nick. So here we go, Black Order to finish up this rotation. And we'll have scored, like, even though we messed up somewhere in the middle there, we'll have scored 8.4. So we'll have scored close to 1.5 mil by the time we're done here. Yes, yes, I hear you. Okay, so moving right along with Black Order. We might, in fact, just do a couple of Black Orders to run through these guys. Maybe take this to an even 8.5 mil. But we do want to get into Dark Dimension 3. So this is a partial power armor team. We're going to hit all these squishies and DPS over here on the left. Pass around some offense downs. I don't see any need to flip just because of one death proof, so we'll just hit them again. Damn near kill all of them there. That's pretty much the bleeds that are going to get them. So we can start working on Cap now because we don't want him handing out energy. That's just tickling. We don't mind that at all. And this team really never stood a chance.
Riggedy, riggedy, wrecked, son!
Flip that death proof. We're just on autoplay now. Off we go. Okay, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to stretch my legs. And we're going to start Dark Dimension 3. Up you go. Okay, just a little adjustment here on the monitor and the camera. And we can get back at it. We do need an arena attack. Let's see what's going on in arena. I think I got knocked down to 3rd overnight. I did. So we're gonna go ahead and who is Blakester? I don't know either of these people. Wow. Okay. So we're gonna go jump in and take number 2, and then we'll see about taking number 1 later today. Hopefully, I can remember to stop blitzing and do it. I just get focused on stuff. I mean, the cores are definitely more important. All right, so we're going to go right at this squishy left side. All right, so he flipped on us. Now we'll flip everything back. He who flips last flips best. All right, nice. I hope you have a good time at your grandma's, man. We'll see you there. I sure miss going and seeing both of mine. That's a fact. When I was your age, I spent a lot of time in the garden with my grandma. A lot of working. I hated it at the time. right? I look back on it now and I really miss it. A lot of time spent, you know, snapping green beans and shelling peas, and we ate real good, you know, but we had to dig it up out the ground and cook it. I'd sit there and I'd complain. I don't ever want to shell peas again. And now I look back on it fondly and I miss her terribly. Okay. So that's our daily contributions. Let's see here. What do we pick up? Just an extra shard there we don't need. Dark Dimension 3 time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this.
Wubba lubba dub dub!
Alright, so we're on that dreaded third node. But we're hoping that we can throw enough teams in here. I got a lot more Gear Tier 14 characters to just throw at this now. So we're going to go with... Black Bolt and Phoenix. And we'll bring in Colossus to tank. Let's who's gonna go well with this? We'll bring Sinister in, Colossus to tank. Where you at, Colossus? There you are. And let's say... Morning, Eddie. Nice to see you, Mr. White. Welcome back to the stream. We're just getting started on our Dark Dimension 3 for the morning. Let's take in... Ultron to flood the field. There we go. Let's see how we do. So we just finished a blitz rotation. We're working hard on X-23. We're about 8.5 million points so far. Definitely want to get that up to around 15. Hopefully by the end of the day, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I am not going to bother with any stealthing. We'll just start laying some damage in. We'll flood the field with some robots. Hopefully to attract enemy attention. Although if they kill Phoenix, that's perfect. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, just assassinate my Ultron, why don't you? Who do we want to clone? Yeah, we might as well clone a Drax to help Colossus tank and eat up some health, eat up some damage, right? So now this hopefully will kill 2 or 3 of these guys. 3 of them. Now here comes all of these Miss Marvels that makes this node so difficult. Because they cross taunt and heal each other, or will they cross taunt off each other and then they self heal, right? You'll get one to half health and another one will taunt you, and then while you're trying to kill that one, the other one self-heals, and it's just miserable. It's just miserable. But hopefully with Phoenix we can do enough damage to overwhelm all that. We're going to try to keep some single target damage going. We're going to get our Phoenix ult off, which is always a good thing here. Pretty much makes it a win, right? That's all you're looking to do is just get Phoenix's ult off. You can die after that. It's whatever. See, so there we go. She's cross-taunting us. While the other one just heals up. There goes our tank. They don't last long. They do not last long. So I'm going to keep working this same Miss Marvel over here. Now we got 3 of them. See what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. This is what makes this node so dangerous. This is why people hate this node so much. But thankfully, we have a lot more characters to throw in here now. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep Phoenix. And we'll rework the rest. We'll take Minerva. Well, let's put Star-Lord there, actually. Where you at? There you go. There you go, Quill. And then we'll put Yo-Yo out here on the end to tank. Although she doesn't need to be on the end to tank. She's not that kind of tank. And then we will, let's see. Who else do I want to feed energy to? Minerva. Okay. The important character to get in there every time is Phoenix. She's going to do most of the damage until well, Black Order seems to do pretty well in here, but they did better on those first two nodes than they had this third one. So Phoenix is still the tried and true method for getting through all this. Especially for powering past all of these miserable freaking Miss Marbles you got to work down. And see, while we're fighting this Drax, they're all going to heal up. So hopefully we can clear that taunt. There we go. Yeah, kill Phoenix, guys. There you go. Oh, don't, not again. Don't kill her again. And so many characters on the board. Everybody just goes down so fast. See, we'll be good. We're not even going to get another action. They're going to heal up and kill us. Nothing. We accomplished very little there. Very, very little. All right, so now we're just going to throw in who we got left. Kingpin, Nick Fury. Actually, let's... Symbiote Spider-Man, Carnage, and Ghost Rider. This is terrible node, man. This is the most miserable garbage fire fucking game mode I've ever seen in my life. There is absolutely nothing fun about it. I have hated every dark dimension that they have released. I just love the rewards. And you know what I think of developers who release miserable, unfun game modes with big carrots to force you to do them, and game modes that just slow you down and take forever and are not a lot of fun? I think they're shit game developers. That's what I think. I'm going to be clear. The guys who initially made this game made a beautiful game, and I enjoy playing it. But some of the crap that they put in here since is unforgivable. Everybody hates Dark Dimension. That's why they make the rewards so good, because otherwise we'd ignore this shit. It's miserable. Okay, let's get some stuff done. We need to start work. See, now that Captain Marvel we've been working down, full health. Or that, excuse me, Miss Marvel we've been working down. And see, there you go. See, so now Kingpin didn't get to do nothing. Ah, good Lord. And they're just gonna, there's no way that Phoenix is gonna get to do a whole lot. That right there is probably most of the damage she's gonna get to do. Yeah, there she goes. Miserable, terrible game mode. Nothing fun about it. They're just sucking money out of my pocket to try to get me to the end of this thing. That's all they're doing. This is the kind of stuff that makes me want to quit this game. Makes me think that the stuff that I enjoy in it probably isn't worth it. Okay, so let's see. Who have I got left here? I can take in a Vulture. I can take in a Punisher. I got the 2 shield guys. All right. But anyway, Dark Dimensions miserableness aside, I hope you're enjoying the channel and enjoying the stream. So I'm getting my teeth kicked in, but there's no reason that you can't relax and get swifty.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
Most of these characters don't get to do anything. That right there, that one move, that was the most damage that we did in the last 3 attacks. Well, 2 attacks. I think we got an ultimate off on that first one, but still, it's pretty miserable, right? I've had more success with Black Order in here than anything. So we're going to go to that Black Order team now and run them through a couple times. Now that we've chewed everybody else up and spit them out, let's try the best team in the game. And even they don't do all that great in here. That first node was nice. They ran through the first node in one shot. That caught me by surprise. I didn't do that the first time through anywhere close to that. But still, see, now this is weird. What is this? There were freaking 10 people on this board. Now they'll all pop in. And let's just try to hit as many of these characters as we can. We're going to buff up before we worry about draining health. Hopefully Corvus can survive long enough for us to get a taunt up. All right, not bad, not bad. They're still just, they're all assisting each other. Oh, it's just so miserable. This node is terrible. We're really going to need that taunt and that health regen now. So we'll flip now. Let's just flip to do it, I guess. No, screw that. Let's go right back into there, that nice grouping. Call should be able to taunt on his next action. Proxima's looking like she's in trouble though. And she's gone. It's basically just sitting here watching them kill your guys, right? Every damn day. Just sitting here watching them kill you. Hang in there, big guy. See, there's just no tank that can really withstand all this. And there he goes. Oh, God. Just hang in there, big guy. This should help. I've been trying to kill this one Miss Marble for this whole day. Probably not going to get another move. That's probably going to be it. Oh, no, we did. Hey, there we go. And then that one over there self-healed. So that'll take me another 2 days to wear that health off of her. Such a garbage fire game mode, I swear to God. What this was is all the whales were like, hey man, why don't you got new content? Hey guys, where's our new content? Hey guys, where's our new content? And then they were like, okay assholes, here's your new content. Chew on this for a little while. Like the next 6 months. And then, of course, the super whales, the krakens, as Casino calls them, they rolled through it in a couple of days and were done. Had to have cost thousands of dollars. You're not going to see me do that. I put a couple grand. I put a little less than a couple grand into Black Order team, into this team, and I don't really regret that. But they've been earning me cores back every day at a pretty good clip. Alright, we'll keep the focus fire going on that one. We'll hit Spider-Man so we can hit a maximum grouping there. But I really want to get these Miss Marbles off the board. This is actually our last 8 characters, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that looks like our last 8. Oh my gosh, they're just brutalizing me. So we're gonna flip all that. Yeah, okay. I hate this game mode. I cannot wait to get done with it and forget it exists yet again. I felt the same way about Dark Dimension 2. I got my damn Ultimus, or my damn Ultron to 7 stars, and then my friends were like, "Are you gonna go do it again to get your purple border?" And I'm like, "Fuck no, fuck hell no, hell no." There's no way I would subject myself to that for some shitty purple border. I don't know, man, but you got to take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor. You gotta get swifty. Does make a mess. Does make a mess when you do that. Alright, so we'll sit back down because I need a rest after that ass whooping. So there was no joy in Mudville. We did not, in fact, finish off that dreaded 3rd node. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to bump the mic. That might have been loud if you were wearing earphones. My apologies. So, there. That's it. That's all we're doing for that today. So now it's back to blitzing. I got enough time for 1, maybe 2 more rotations on this X-23 blitz. So let's try to push this up to around 10 mil if we can. Not the greatest of options. We'll see what we can do with it. So get rid of their heals and make it a 5v4 right off the bat. I'm gonna hang off. Yeah, let's just we got 3 tanks sitting here with, you know, the unempowered Thanos as a tank. I am hoping to get her, I would like to be able to get her to 7, but I don't think I will. But just well into 6 would be nice. She's just barely 5 right now for me. So we want to get the defense ups and the death proofs to go and reapply this taunt. Start working down all these tanks that are taunting me over here. Now we'll chip a little health off these guys and top off our health. Get rid of Thanos before he can self-heal on our heads. And now we just got to get through this gigantic stat wall known as Cull Obsidian. Get back up, Groot. We were hoping he'd do it himself, but hey, that's why we bring Minerva. And that's why we bring Groot. I mean, honestly, Cull Obsidian, but Korg is way funnier. Hey, man. Hey. We're going to start a revolution, man. I mean, if Korg were more powerful than Cull Obsidian, he probably wouldn't have been in that prison, right? He needed Thor to come break him out. That looks like a possible win. Let's do that. A lot of tanks once again. See if we can get any of these tanks to kill the DPS. I think Korg would win at Fortnite. That's what I think. Let's see here. Who do we want to add to this? What would be a good choice? We'll take a Thanos. I'll take one Thanos, please. Thank you. All right. And now that I've got a Thanos, I need to get rid of your Thanos, because there can be only one. There's a movie I haven't seen in forever. Highlander. There can be only one. I got to thinking about that the other day when I watched this movie on Netflix called The Old Guard. Have any of you guys seen this? It's I mean, I watched it. I'm not gonna lie, I watched it because it's got that fine ass Charlize Theron in it. But it turned out to be a pretty decent film about immortals, which is kind of a fantasy kind of genre that I've always dug. It got me thinking about the Highlander series. I don't know necessarily how that. I don't know if that would work, Nick. I really don't. I think it does not because it has to be on spawn according to the kits. But maybe it will. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I mean, generally, my feelings on the Black Order is if you don't have a full Black Order, then Maw is really the only one worth putting in there. Although Thanos is obviously good in some situations for energy generation and tanking, and I do recommend him for Dark Dimension 2. In general, a full Black Order is the way to go. And partial Black Orders are hardly worth building, right? You'd be better off taking a Black Bolt yo-yo team of some sort, and then putting a Maw on it. That seems to perform way better. Let's see about... Let's see, they're a pretty decent counter for these Asgardians. So this is a big punch up, right? So we'll see how they do. We'll see how they do. This is a 130k punch up, something like 125, something like that. I'm rounding. And what makes them strong against this team is this team uses a lot of stealth to keep itself going, and these guys are great counters for that. So I'm going to ability block Sif, hopefully, so that she can't taunt. Need those heal blocks in there. Would have been nice to... oh yeah, we got one on Hela. Okay. A little slicing and dicing. We definitely want to focus Thor above all others. Let's see if we can get Thor off the board. Not quite. He'll stealth, but you know what? X-23 don't give a damn.
You can run, but you can't hide, bitch!
Little high-speed hacky sack. And with X-23 around, guess who else don't give a damn about stealth? Our boy Deadpool here. Oh, he nearly got rid of Hela for us there. Not quite. I'm so happy the cable's still hanging in there. There he goes. Okay, I knew it was going to happen eventually. All right, so now let's get rid of Hela. Because if everybody stealthed, nobody stealthed. All right. So they can kill Deadpool, that's fine by me. He's just coming right back. Heimdall is who we really want to be killing. Thankfully, they're standing next to each other, so we can get some good slicing and dicing happening here. All right, now we can get rid of the all-seeing big guy, and we can just clear out MSF. Also an MCU character that has made an appearance on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So moving right along. Yeah, okay. Somebody said last night that the back of my chair looks like symbiote Spider-Man. I actually don't like this chair very much. I've got a replacement over there in a box. I need to put it together, but no time, man. I got blitzing to do. All right, so let's see here. Let's get this whole thing started up. We're going to get a taunt on Big Boy. We're going to jack them all together, blind them up. Start laying in these shots. We are Groot. All right. How much money did Vin Diesel make for one day's work on that character? You know he did it all in one day. You know he came in, he probably spent 30 minutes saying I am Groot like 15, 20 different ways. And they were like, that's awesome, Vin, we appreciate it. And he went home and it turned out to be a massive blockbuster movie and he made a ton of money. Like, wow. I need to get into voice acting. Anyway, I think Vin Diesel's pretty cool. I don't mean to denigrate him in any fashion. I respect any guy like that's got all that, you know, big tough guy persona but still plays D&D. That's my kind of nerd. I love that guy. And I also thought that back in the day I was a pretty big fan of the what is it, Pitch Black series. It was pretty good. The Riddick Chronicles. That wasn't a bad sci-fi. Is YouTube on drugs again? It hadn't dropped the stream, I don't think. Oh, you can't see any. Well, nobody's talking right now. It's just you, Nick. That's just people come in here and they watch this while they play the game or do stuff around their house or what have you, and they're not always interested in talking. And I'm the same kind of viewer, right? Like I'll put Casino or OMG or somebody like that on, and I'm not looking for an interactive experience. I'm just looking for something to watch that will help me learn the game while I play the game, right? That's all that is. And that's a perfectly valid way to view it. No. I'm just talking to fill the void. So we'll blow up Danvers here. Exactly. David's here. There's some other guys here. We got 7 people in channel right now. It's just that, you know, we're not demanding any kind of a... Oh, I probably should go after Punisher first. That's going to cost us. Yep. It's not that you can't see anybody else. It's just there was nobody else talking. We're in trouble. This one may not go our way. Unless Spider-Man can dodge him. Nope. No, we're in trouble. We're just going to get out of here. Don't want to have to fall back to 8-1 again. That was a bad mistake. We don't want to repeat. So on to Supernatural. No, I'm quite content to have my silent companions as I play the game. And I try to just keep a running commentary to explain what we're doing and why we're doing it so that people can understand my methodology of play a little better. It's really all it is. That, and I tend to have verbal diarrhea and run off at the mouth. Well, thank you, David. If nothing else, I'd like to keep a commentary going, just to explain things, why I'm doing what I'm doing, why I'm thinking what I'm thinking. And for me, it just feels like to have, you know, just to just sit here in silence and play the game. That's not good show business, right? That's, maybe it's just me. I was a theater kid coming up. I spent a lot of time on stage. I spent a lot of time building stages. In fact, that was my big thing. I worked sets. I loved climbing up in the lights and doing rigging. And that's transitioned to my career where I do an awful lot of high climbing. I could absolutely see me doing a special thing at 500 or 1,000 subs. I would be more than happy to. I'm thinking that I'll make a newer, shorter roster review video when I get to 11 million. And I might ask another streamer to collab with me on that, you know, just to sort of get it out there. I haven't done any collaborations yet. Let's see. Yeah, let's go with this pseudo Sinister Six. So I have roughly 45 minutes left, and we just want to jam as many blitz points into those 45 minutes as we can. Then I'm going to go get in my car, and I'm going to be blitzing on my way to work. Then I'm going to get to work, and I'm going to get checked in. And as soon as my boss goes around the corner, I'm going to start blitzing again, and we're going to be blitzing all day. So let's see here. Let's see about getting some defense up so Frank doesn't punish us with his ultimate. And then we would probably drop Bullseye the quickest. He does good damage, but he's really squishy. Like, he's the glassiest of glass cannons. All the glass. There we go, moving right along. We'll get Green Goblin out of here because he's only dangerous when he throws pumpkin bombs, but he needs a little while to charge that up, so we want to get him off the board. And Baku bringing the big stick. And we finish off Rhino and call that a day. All right. Well, call that fight a day. We're not calling it a day yet. We got blitz points to earn. But that did get us over 9 million, and we're going to try to push this thing on up to 10. Which, if we're lucky, we can do by the end of this rotation. Yeah, that's an... No, they traded in Miss Marvel for Luke Cage, which of course it's a 7 red star gear tier 15 Miss Marvel. So this is going to be like Dark Dimension. Yeah, but this is who they're specialized in taking down, so let's do it. Let's do it. That is the niche role for Sinister Six as of this moment on my roster, is that I use them to take down big, beefy pun fender teams in war. Which they're pretty good at. They're pretty good at. So the people we really want to hit is going to be, of course, Iron Fist. Stay alive, Vulture. This heal block's going to be very helpful. No, it's not. Alright, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. We lost all the deeps. Yeah, we're out of here. Retreat! Run away! Run away! That rabbit's a killer, I tell ya! Alright. See Night Nurse? Fight Night Nurse. So we're just going to try to get Frank out of here before he even gets a chance to ultimate. Beautiful. There's nobody really that dangerous left, but let's go ahead and see about putting Hand Blade Master off the board. There we go. Now it's a 5v3. Looking pretty good. Let's just go ahead and strip this taunt off of Crossbones. Maybe we should just go ahead and kill him. I mean, it's just going to tickle when he explodes, but it's one less thing to worry about. Why didn't you save your people, Night Nurse? What are you doing over there with your little pop gun? Look at you. So terrible. There's literally no need to put anything into Night Nurse these days. There's nothing that character's going to do for you. The better raid healers are still pretty easy to get pretty early in the game. So she is one of those just permanent bench warming characters at this point. 7 red star gear tier 15 Minerva looks pretty tough. We'll see how we do here. But there's also some trash characters on this team. All right, we just gotta hope for some rezzing. Not that time. All right. There we go, and there's that res we were looking for. Let's see if we can't stun Captain Marvel. There we go. That's going to give us a good chance to pull this one off. Thor's probably the better option, but Boomer has the defense down on him, and we want to minimize his damage as well. So, okay, Boomer. And for you kids out there, I want to clarify, I am not a baby boomer. I am 46 years old. I was born in 1974, and I am Gen X. My parents were baby boomers. I am not. We are a different breed, Generation X. We're the fuck it, nothing matters, you know, grunge rock generation. All right, let's see here. Your mom's Gen X too. I hate to tell you, right? I've raised kids that are 10 years older than you, Nick. Let's get this damn Danny Rand out of here. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Now we're in good shape. Let's hit him with the big one. It would have been nice if the assist would have finished him off. Kind of a push. Let's go after Daredevil since he's going to act next. And stun will be useful. And maybe we can finish him off before he gets to do any more damage. Draw some pretty pictures on the floor with fire. Oh my gosh. You killed the Prince of Atlantis. He'll be alright. He'll sleep it off. See, that's why we wanted to get rid of JJ, is because if she sits here and feeds energy to Luke, he can pretty much stay taunted the whole time. And we want to avoid that. Because he also gets all these regens, does a pretty decent job healing himself. But we were able to outfocus him, right? We were able to overwhelm him with damage. So that's a win. Yeah. Keep moving, keep these 100Ks rolling. Okay, so let's see if we can't get some help killing Frank. I was hoping it would be Daredevil. Hit a nice little grouping over here. Heimdall hits pretty hard for me. I am absolutely going hard for X23, David. I don't want to have to wail out on this team anymore if I can help it. Daddy needs to rebuild his new deck, or Daddy wants a deck, right? I got a deck out back that the people who own this house before me built, and it's terrible. It's not up to code. It's 4.5 feet up off the ground, and it has no handrails or nothing. It's very much out of code. I want to tear the whole thing down and redo the backyard, redo the deck. I want to drop a hot tub in it. I got plans, right? And plus, it'll really help my resale value. I live next door to my brother, Back's house, and it's very likely that they're going to pick up and move within the next 5 years, and I'll probably go as well. And so I want to make sure that this place has some good resale value. We're in a good neighborhood for it. We're like downtown in like a very desirable area. The property rates are only moving up faster in one other part of the city, and you got to have like $1 million to buy in over there. So I'm not that kind of rich. So I bought this place for like 190, and it's already worth 240, and I'm just trying to add to that. I love all the people on Facebook that are like, you bought Black Order, I bought a house. And I'm like, I already have a house, and I don't believe you. I don't believe you bought a house. You're so bad at math, you don't even know how much buying a team full of characters costs. I don't think you're good enough at math to tote a mortgage. I just don't. It's just always kind of funny to me. Like, there's no doubt I paid a lot for that team. It was somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000, but you can't buy no house for that. You can't even get some good repairs on a house for that. Like, I don't know what these people talking about. It's mostly young people that don't own homes and have no idea what shit costs. I mean, I get it. I was young and I blew all my money on, you know, good times and drugs and stuff like that. I was there. I was there one day. Now I just have more money to blow on good times and drugs. But I'm a little closer to the end of my career. And these days, I count having a badass arena team in the Marvel Strike Force to be a good time. Especially since I can't, like, I mean, I'm a guy that always liked to go down to the local comedy club. I got a lady friend that lives here locally that I like to spend my time with, but we like to live separately. And we used to always like to go down to the local comedy club and enjoy some laughs and have a drink or 2 or 5. And I'm not doing that anymore, so that money's gotten rolled into Marvel Strike Force as well. The more you know. Alright, so anyway, let's get our wombo going. Well, I just turned 46, just a few weeks ago. So your dad is a little older than me. He's technically like a young boomer. And your mom is like the first wave of Gen X. Pretty much most of us 70s kids are Gen X. But I work with a lot of guys your dad's age. Let's see here. X-Men versus Pun Fenders. How's this going to turn out? I think you're what they call a Zoomer, Nick. I think you're what they call a Zoomer. You got Gen X, you got Millennials. Millennials are all about 35 now. They're mostly 10 years younger than me. You got Gen Y, and then you have Gen Z, and that's the youngest kids out, 10 to 15-year-olds out there right now. Gen Z, but we're calling you Zoomers. Exactly, because you're zooming around. You got all that damn youthful energy. Go right at Luke Cage with this. Come on, guys. Come kill Phoenix. What are you doing? Gosh. There we go. Okay. I see you like that, Nick. I see you like that. All right. I do have nothing but hopes and dreams for you kids. I really hope you change the world. My parents were good people, but their generation just mussed things up pretty badly. And my generation is basically known for its apathy. Like, man, we're not going to do nothing. It's all screwed. And I'm not real happy about that, but that's just who we are. And it looks like we're waiting on the millennials to get you Gen Y and Zoomer kids together and change the world. And I'm looking forward to it. That's the world I want to grow old in. He's a lure. Oh man. No, she's well, I mean, you could call her that. I mean, they certainly she probably does do some looming at some point in her life, but no, I mean, technically I imagine she's one of the greatest generation is what we call them. That's my grandparents' generation. She'd be a little young for that, but it was the generation that fought World War II. I like it. It's funny. I like it. Almost to 10 million. We'll get to 10 million with this last one. So let's just see. Biggest team we can get. 603, 616, 601. I don't know if we can punch up on another black order that high, though. So let's do the 603. Quicksilver would be cool. I would like that. Love this team, man. This is going to wreck right here also. Look at this. Wow. Bye-bye. Corvus. 7 Red Star Corvus Glaive. He's so awesome. So there you go. 10 million. 10 millions. And then we go right back at it again. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. Not a great matchup, but we'll try it. I would like to be at 15 million by the end of the day. Really, I'd really like to be closer to 20, but we'll see how it goes. So the first thing we're going to have to do here to ensure victory is get rid of this Minerva. I'm going to hang off. I think we'll wait a turn to do the health drain. You know, maybe 2 turns. Let's get Groot back out of here so that we can get some defense ups and some death proofs. Let's get Ronin off the board as quick as we can. Summoners are so dangerous now. They are conspiring to make sure that I never get to do the health draining. Nate, what's up, man? Good to see you this morning, Nate Dog. We're going hard on X23. But you knew I would be, right? You knew I would be. So let's go for energy generation over damage. Who did we lose there? Rocket. Let's bring Rocket back. So we can do this. Now we'll get that off finally. Didn't really truly need it at that point, but hey, it was there. Tell you like all them guys say about those mountains, it was there. We'll try Guardians. We'll see how this goes. All you can do is take your better teams through there, take them all into 8-3. You just make the best educated decision you can on the 3 choices you're given. A lot of times you're not given a good choice out of those 3. And so you just make the best of it that you can. If you have the blitz credits or the blitz charges to spend, you get in there, you see if you can win. If it looks like, you got to make your own judgment. If it looks like something you're not likely to win and you don't want to waste charges, then don't. You just move to the next team and you can come back and check later. This went south quick because they actually focus fired. But it's still a possibility. Yeah, you didn't know that? It's Ryan Reynolds' little brother, man. You didn't know that? Ryan used to play with us, but he quit playing. He went to Galaxy of Heroes. It's a little too much Marvel for the guy. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Let's see now. That hurt. But we're still in this. We're still in this. Those blinds do not hurt as bad as they think it does. Who do we want? Let's get a Star-Lord for some energy generation. More energy generation, love it, love it. Try to top off some health, although nobody's really hurt except for some Ultron bots. I mean, don't get me wrong, Strife is hurt, he's dead, but man, Strife's not a very impressive tank. I don't think a whole lot of him. I never have. But he fits in okay on this team, and so, better to him to have a home than have to no home. No home, word hard. Well, that was enough for us to get a victory. We don't care that Strife died. Ain't nobody trying to 3-star nothing. We just want those 110K points. Exactly. The Marauders is the only place that he's even halfway decent. Like, he's not a great tank. He's not a great character. He really needs some help. I need to look at that Emma Frost kit. I think maybe he gets a little there. But he needs something. He needs a defense up. He needs some regenerations. He needs something, man. Maybe, a little more barrier would be nice. He just does not stand up to good punishment like a tank ought to. Bringing the bomb with the warhead. So we'll charge up Cable. And then we'll use him to clear taunts. Nope, maybe not. Just the one. Oh, she's so good. And that's why we're here. If she were trash, I probably wouldn't care. I'd be sitting here sounding like OMG. Trash! You know, but I'm not. I think she's really good, and I can't wait to get more stars on her. But I've been trying to be patient and not wail out, save my money for the deck. But if I get done with this, and I know, right? If I get done with this, and she isn't 7 stars yet, then I might wail out a little to finish her off. That's a cute little Avengers team. Look at that Avengers team. It's so cute. It's a big Avengers team, but I think we can take it. Trash! Don't buy this offer. It's garbage. Yeah, I love OMG. That guy's awesome. Never spoke to him. Big fan. Big fan. I actually was watching him before any of the other big threes. I started off watching Seaton back in the day, but he quit the game ages ago. And so then I started watching OMG because I'd seen him around. And then after that, I got tuned into Valley Flying and Casino. Maybe one day, let me, you know, I might even like reach out to the guy. But I mean, I'm not even monetized yet, right? Like I'm not on their level. Those guys have got thousands of subscriptions. So, you know, I'm just a hobbyist. They do this full time. If they were to reach out to me, I would certainly respond. But I feel like it would be presumptuous of me to go, hey man, let's collaborate. You know, like I'm nobody to them. All right. So that's another 100K points. Somebody was saying yesterday that we should get together, like me and OMG should PvP, and I would definitely be down for that, but it's not something that I would want to initiate. So, you know. Right, I want to get to 1,000 subs. I want to feel like I'm legit as a YouTuber in my own right. Before I go like, hey man, let's collab. You know, I don't want to hit these guys out of the blue. They don't know me. They've probably never seen any of my videos. Right? I'm just another viewer as far as they're concerned. So I don't want to be presumptuous. And that's how I see it, and that's the reality is those guys are professionals, man. Their production value is way better than mine. You know, me, you know what I need to do?
Well, then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together.
You're absolutely right, Morty. You're absolutely right. Before I start presuming that I can run with the big dogs, I need to get my shit together and try to be the best YouTuber that I can be. I need to learn how to do a little better on video editing. I need to get better on Photoshop. There's just so many things I've had to teach myself in the pursuit of this hobby. And my favorite part of it definitely is just meeting people and interfacing with the community. Because I'm a social guy. That's just kind of how I've always been, you know. And I've always been comfortable in front of crowds and talking to people. So communication's always been a big part of my skill set. But all the other skills that are required for YouTubing, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Need to step up my thumbnail game, etc., etc. And mostly I just need to grow, man. I need to get out there and let the community see me and who I am, what I'm about. I think in a lot of ways the roster speaks for itself, but I'm trying to be an engaging personality because that's a big part of what YouTube is. Ooh. Door number 2. Door number 2. I am pretty stoked that we're getting toward that 250 range. That'll be cool. But yeah, I mean, got a long way to go. We've only been doing this. Those guys have been doing this for years at this point. And I've only been at this a little less than 2 months. I'm enjoying it so much that even I think one day if I do, or well, I say if, but when I do move on to another game, I think I will continue to stream and maintain the channel. And it is beneficial to get in on the ground floor, right? That's one of the reasons that those guys have thousands and thousands of subs, is they've been doing this since the beginning. I know that's something Casino's always said, is it's very important to be one of the first people in on the game. And I've always felt that way as a player, right? But I'd never considered the impact of it as a YouTuber, because this is something pretty new to me. My brother, God bless him, he's been pushing me to do this for a year and a half. And I finally, it was the extra time afforded to me by COVID-19 that made me go ahead and pull the trigger on it. MSF is a very good RPG. It's a very good tactical team building RPG as well. It's not really like a classic RPG like I think of RPGs, I mean, I grew up playing Dungeons and Dragons and playing computer games like Bard's Tale and all those great Dungeons and Dragons games like Planescape and Planescape Torment and of course Neverwinter Nights and stuff like that. And I love games like that. More recently, some of the best stuff that we've seen is like the Witcher series and things like that. And when I think RPGs, that's mostly what I'm thinking. To me, this is really more of a tactical combat game, but there are certainly RPG elements to it because you're building these characters up, you're leveling them, you're adding gear to them, and that's very RPG-ish these days. I hear some thunder going out there. I guess I'm going to be driving to work in a thunderstorm. Hell is a good choice. Hell is a good choice. Scarlet Witch is pretty good on that team. But a lot of times her role is just to die in the opening salvos and then get res later, right? Oh, for arena. Let's see now. We'll try this. It's worth a few more points. It's worth a few more points. So we'll try it. I don't like that Captain Marvel, but weathered that storm. Love it. Love it. I am interested to know that myself, Nick. I don't know who that fifth's going to be. I think right now Captain Marvel is probably your best option if you're putting that team together. But I don't know who they're going to end up adding in or when that'll be. They oftentimes put a four-man team together and then take for frickin' ever to get a fifth out, right? Like, how long has Marauders been around? Right? There's still, I mean, Namor is a good fit, but there's still technically no fifth member of the Fantastic Four. Whereas they could easily put in somebody. I would love to see a Silver Surfer. Gwen Stacy would be cool. Easy 6 months, right? Yeah, man. I mean, Strife's been around in particular for a while, so is Sinister. I used Sinister to go all the way to the top of the arena shards back in my arena shard back in the day, right? Like way back in the day. Yeah, I use Namor. We're probably coming up on that team pretty quick here. I don't like any of those matchups. That's a weird combination there. We'll try that. We shall attempt it. So anyway, I feel like probably tomorrow we'll be able to finish off that third node of Dark Dimension 3, and hopefully after that we're kind of going to be off and running. I hope. Let's see here. Probably still Thor is the way to go here. Yeah, that's going to work out fine. Smack Loki in the face because he's a puny god. Kill him in stealth with a big old slappy palm. I apologize if you're wearing headphones. Try to decrease the volume a little bit. I'm told I'm pretty loud. Okay. So let's see if we can strip that taunt. Let's see about working Danny Rand off the field. It was hilarious on the Defenders Netflix show to watch the other characters get sick of his shit basically in the same way we were. Right? I am the son of Kunlun. And oh yeah, okay. Like, you're a rich boy who fights ninjas. Calm down, guy. Calm down. The Avengers are out there stopping alien invasions, man. Have a little perspective. It's like I saw a meme. I put it in the I put this meme into the Alliance or Cluster Discord. Link in the description below, by the way. But I saw it on Facebook, and it was a meme where somebody was like, "Hey, who would win this fight?" And they put a picture of Batman up and Thor, and this guy replied, "It was like, you are comparing the literal god of thunder to a rich boy with a sore throat." Something like that. I thought that was pretty good. I love Batman, but yeah, I mean that's accurate. It's accurate. Look at that. There's a squirrel girl. That's clearly an auto leveled, right? Like that. Nobody has a 6 red star, 7 gold star squirrel girl. I mean, I guess it's possible, but I don't think so. I think that's just being auto leveled up. Yeah, exactly. Shut up. We get it. Yeah, you got a dragon in your chest. We get it. You ended up giving the damn thing away to Colleen anyway. Oh, me. So somebody's already got themselves a bit of a Young Avengers team together. I'm pretty sure it's not actually that high. That's just being leveled up to me. But we're gonna go with this. We're gonna go with this Punfenders team and see how our aim does. If we can get some good reses and live through the Punisher Ultimate, we'll be fine. I probably should have. This is going to be a really tough Punfenders team to take. Alex, welcome back to the stream, young man. How are you, sir? Well, I think we're going to have to retreat out of this one. Unless we get some grade A MVP resin going on here. Nope, that's gonna do it right there. Alex is indeed here, Mr. Ramirez. That's him that just said, hey, Vac. All right, see Night Nurse, fight Night Nurse. Keep this thing a-moving. I gotta go to work. I need to wrap this up. Go home, YouTube, you're drunk. All right, that's gonna kill my Johnny. Nope, he lived. Okay, all right. We'll get Scarlet Witch out of here, and then we'll get Danvers. Ugh, there went my Johnny. Yeah, extend those debuffs that do not exist. No, I think Alex, excuse me, sorry, Nate. I think it may be the account name, but I think that it seems like he literally cannot see his chat. I don't know. I mean, I'm calling him Alex, but the name is Michelle. It's his mom's account. Let's see here. Let's see if we can't get rid of Danvers. Thank you, the Thing. I mean, I don't have a 7 red star of the Thing like some people, but mine does okay. Mine does all right. Some people just have a bigger thing than me, and they got a whole thing about it. Yeah, I didn't think you did. Nick. But Alex is here. He's here watching. Ooh, it's storming outside. So I do need to take off and get to work if it's going to be raining on my drive. Oh, thunderstormy. So that gets us to 11 million, right? We were hoping to get to 10 before we knocked it off. So there we go. That's a pretty decent matchup. Let's try that real quick. Last one. So we appreciate you coming by, everybody. If you'd like to hit us up on Discord, you can join our channel in the link below. If you'd like to support the YouTube channel, there's a link there as well for any tips. We're going to be back tonight at 9 p.m. and hopefully we're going to be much higher than 11 million points by that time. I was going to say, I didn't know who Honduras was. Yeah, the Yondu Blitz, a lot of guys in the Morty Juniors are second alliance. Spot's still open, by the way. But a lot of guys in the Morty Juniors unlocked Yondu yesterday, and they're all pretty happy about it. It's probably something, that your mom is a word that your mom types in on that account a lot, and when it didn't recognize Yondu and it just auto-corrected, more than likely. So we don't want to stealth just yet. But let's start working Captain America so he doesn't pass off energy. There we go. And now it's just us and Thanos. Let's just lay in the damage and get him down before he self-heals. Fantastic, man. Fantastic. So now we're solidly over 11 million. I'm going to try to be up to 15 or so at least by the time I get home tonight. And we're going to see if we can't get to 20 by the end of the day. I want to try to push this as high as I can. And I really want to score high on this particular blitz. Because what I don't earn free to play, I'm going to have to go whale out for. Especially if X-Force does turn out to be the prerequisite for the upcoming Dr. Octopus Legendary, then I want to be on top of that. So we're going to have to shut her down there. I got 10 minutes to get my clothes changed and get out of here. So I want to thank everyone for riding along live with me today. I appreciate every single one of you live viewers. You guys are awesome. And this channel would not be here without you. If you're watching later on YouTube and you got all the way to the end, man, we appreciate that. Thanks a lot. That's great for our metrics. Looks good. If you can give us a like or a subscribe if you haven't already, we'd sure appreciate it. It helps get more eyeballs on the channel and gets us out there for more of the Marvel Strike Force community. So, love you guys. We'll see you later. Definitely be back tonight at 9 p.m. So until I see you guys again, be cool. Keep gaming. I'm Vac, and I'm out of here.